Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 29-yard line.
Mike. Check, 59. Watch the curl.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Man left. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And this is incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready, 59, 22, check, cover, 22, check, cover,
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Forced out to his left. Making the catch is Sternberger. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got it. 7 to Mike, boys, 47. Check, 47. I don't think you got it, son.
To throw again on 2nd down. Taylor, pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. To the tight end and complete. It's Sternberger over the middle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Taylor will lead up the offense 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Throwing on 2nd down. Taylor. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Here's Taylor to throw, and that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Hey, check back 21. Check back 21. Okay.
Red Delta! Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Set, 180.
Plus 59. Got one.
On first down, here's Breida. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Matt Breida, 29 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
59 mark.
Taylor. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Taylor. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's the Wisconsin native and former Badger, J.J. Watt. With a big-time sack on 3rd down, it's a loss of 7. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
The Saints, 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give to Breida. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll toss it to Breida. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
180! Round 80!
50. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
0.
Mike 50. Watch the out. Watch the out. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Pick me up. Here we go.
Split.
Play action now. Rivers. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 6-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Go to base. 59. Mark the 59. Here we get a weapon. It's a safety crew.
On 2nd and 9, Taylor, he completes it to Jones. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Is the mic. 47 is the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shoot.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now as from their end zone they get it away. Fielded at the 43. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. That's the key to this drive.
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. Breida, he'll try the right side. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Lutz's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This one taken from the 7. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, Not really moved the ball well. As you said,
this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, hot! Load it! Load it!
They run again with Breida. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Delta! Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
They run for it with Breida. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
We got 3.
On 3rd down, Rivers. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They run with Murray. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches, you say, son.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Taylor. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Taylor. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Taylor to throw on 3rd down. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And that's complete to Adams. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. J.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the 2nd half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
12.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breeden. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Rivers now from the 50. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. This is Murray. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Set. White 90.
Check, check, with the 9. Yo, yo.
Left, left, left.
Check 9, check 9. Alert flat, alert flat.
Round. He's hot.
On first down, Murray. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screen.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Matt Breida saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Not today.
To throw is Taylor. Throwing again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. Being chased out left. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Taylor. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Taylor. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been